first of all, what a beautiful film. And
thank you.
It looked amazing. And I was wondering, with all the CGI, how did you get so good at acting with things that weren't really there?
Well, I'd love to say, it's really hard acting with a green screen. It's like really mentally taxing. But basically all that happens is you stand in front of the screen, the director says, okay, imagine that you have an army of flying baboons flying overhead right now. And I stand there and I imagine that. But that's my job, is what I do for a living. It's just like being a kid. You know, we just, actors grow up, but bits of us don't. We just carry on being able to imagine. It's really, really easy. I have to say, yeah, sorry. I should pretend like it's very taxing, hard thing to do, but it's not, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm happy for you about that.
Yeah.
And with getting to be such an amazing baddie, was it quite therapeutic spending all day just screaming and letting out rage?
Yeah, I mean, she's a real baddie, my character, a proper baddie, and she revels in her badness. And so it was fun, because the more bad she is, the more fun she has. So I really enjoyed playing her.
And we're doing huge films like this, and also being part of a high-profile couple. How do you cope with the chaos and the madness that surrounds it?
Well, I don't really have any chaos and madness. I mean, like last night there was a big premiere in Leicester Square, so I got dressed up and I went to it, and that was chaotic, but then I go home and it's not chaotic. So I feel like you find the chaos when it's part of my job, but I don't live on the red carpet. I just visit it now and again.
Yeah, Amelia was telling me it's quite weird when people are screaming and crying, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know what to do."
Well, Amelia was saying that.
Yeah, on the red carpet last night.
Oh yeah, they were.
Like, oh.
Yeah, I know, because you're being kind of hustled around and doing interviews, and anyway.
And for you, if a tornado could pick you up and deposit you in any situation or any place, where would you like to go?
Oh God, it's a really good question. I want to go to Patagonia. Yeah, which is meant to be really beautiful. Patagonia, I'll say that. Yeah. I'd like to go and trek in Patagonia.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
And in this film, you're very slinky and gorgeous, and you look great through the whole time. So I was thinking, would we ever see you as a Bond girl?
I mean, I think it's very unlikely that I'll be a Bond girl, but sure, why not? I maybe I could be a baddie. Maybe a bad, a bad one. Not a one-night stand, but someone who's a baddie.
Oh, I love that. What kind of Bond baddie would you be?
I don't know. I've got no idea. I thought of it this second. You've got to give me a few minutes to cook up an interesting character. I don't know.
I can imagine you stalking a cat, perhaps.
Maybe, exactly. Well, that was a good one, yeah.
And finally, going forward, if you could do absolutely anything next, what would be your dream job?
Well, I'm going to do a play on Broadway next, so that's a pretty big dream for me. I've never done Broadway, so I've got my next dream job. It's happening.
Oh, is that with Daniel Craig as well?
That is, yes.
Oh, and you're looking forward to working with him?
Yeah, very much. Yeah, it's very exciting. That'll be in the autumn on Broadway. So yeah, it's quite scary doing Broadway. I've done the West End in London, but there's something about Broadway I don't know why it seems scary, but it's very exciting.